Surely you remember. You were to complete your studies and become one of us. Unfortunately, that did not come to pass. We intend to revive the lodge, and we renew our offer. You must join us.
As before? I'm to marry some princeling and become your puppet?
You were a child then, and we misjudged the situation.
Yeah, I trust y'all about as far as I could throw Grom.
Partnership.
The Lodge of Sorceresses has been outlawed throughout the continent. Joining them means facing persecution, always being on the run.
Kings die, realms fall, but magic endures. Realize, please, that you were made for great things. Work with us and you shall achieve them. Just as soon as we teach you to control your power, channel...
I have Avalark for that.
You allow this. Do you truly believe his intentions are pure?
Yeah, I trust him more than I trust you two. But I also trust, I want to say 1, but I feel like 3 is the better situation. Like, I feel like Ciri should be making her own choices.
I don't trust him, I don't trust you. But that doesn't matter. Ciri decides.
Sages invariably have hidden agendas. Altruism is simply not part of their constitution. You're a tool in his hands, even if you don't see it.
We will assure you knowledge and protection. You shall be your own rudder, captain, and ship. And unlike Avalark, we can promise you this.
We don't expect you to commit now.
Don't do
Think
it.
it over, what you've heard, what you feel. We will speak when you're ready.
If that is all, then...
We need to go to Skellige, find the Sunstone. Avalark awaits down at the port.
I don't like how Philippa doesn't have eyes, but still clearly see.
So? I don't know. Don't really want to talk about it. I'm going for a walk.
I hope she's...
She'll be fine. She's tougher than we think. You ought to visit Avalark. He wished to see you, apparently.
Oh, jeez. They're ping-ponging me around. On the ship. Alright, hopefully Ciri does not do that. Because I don't think she would have a good time as part of their little squad. Those ladies are as treacherous as it gets.
What am I to do now?
How much for the no?
Alex Loeb, you heading out?
Right.
She can grow her eyes back? What's the point of that hallway? I have no idea. What ship is this?
Heathen.
You're a heathen.
Trouble? Behave, Witcher.
Hey, repair my crap real quick.
Greetings.
Greetings, girl.
Listen.
Also buy all this crap. I don't know why I bother looting stuff anymore, but...
Listen.
No, that's not what I
Could
wanted.
you craft something for me? So long.
I know she can see through magic. It's creepy. Okay.
The more I drink, the clearer I think.
I don't like things without eyes.
Skellige's got a new king. What are they?
Milk
Not
and
a
his
man of the
belly
arms,
makes
you
a
mistrust
man.
me.
I like how we helped crown a king and Skellige, or a queen technically. And then we murdered the king here.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
Go time.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
Oh.
Take it the Emperor forgot to tell you about this.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come.
Yeah,
They're
so
all
he
waiting
can
for
throw
us.
you in jail too, because I bet that's what he's gonna do.
Boring as fucking shite.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Go time!
Anchors away.
Back to Skellige. Oh, I bet this is when we get to go into the ancient cave, because I bet the ancient cave is where the Sunstone is. Ah!
The king of the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfar, a giant longship that traveled between worlds.
God, I love his design.
As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
Finally, the last two question marks shall be mine! Did all the Wild Hunt storyline happen in the books, or is that exclusive to the games? Hair looks so old. Oh my gosh. All right, bye.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
It's strange to me that his goal is to hand his empire over to his daughter when he probably knows she's gonna
hurry and find the
undo like
Sunstone.
everything.
Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
you'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say, The white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
Okay.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
I like how the elves are so perpetually disappointed.
Dallas, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this.
Too late! I've already started the story!
The White Fleet was to set sail. Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
That's hilarious. He's like, no take backs. He's already started.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. I'm off.
Good luck.
Letter from... Oh, we can read it. Letter from Yennefer to Emperor Amir. Allow me to remind you that our arrangement encompassed all the sorceresses wishing to take part in the risky endeavor whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure you our interests are aligned in those matters as well. I promise I will uphold the conditions of our arrangement, despite the fact that they will demand sacrifices of me and will leave me in an unfortunate situation. I therefore request, politely yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla with all due respect, Yennefer.
Yes, Geralt?
Okay, I just wanted to see if they had any dialogue.
It's just
Whoop!
time, like my mother did. I feel like I shouldn't see anyone who is fond of me. At least not until we defeat the Wild Hunt.
We can always drop you back on the Isle of Mist.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, y'all behave, kiddos. Okay, I think I'd rather deal with Vinny Vidi Vigo. I think let's deal with the long ship first.
Your pill. You drink last night too? Ah,
Chat, just curious, how far are we from the end of the main quest?
terrible cross.
Hey Sadie, what are you doing, sweet girl?
Doing the sorcerer's blade.
Alright, where are you, Amir? Big bastard. There you are. Almost done? Okay. Sneak onto his ship under the cover of darkness. Wow, that is a
Clearing up.
fleet. About 2 hours? Great. I like how they're like, find a clever way to sneak onto his ship. And it's just like, I guess I'll just swim. No, it's not that. It's more House of Shouts that I'm trying to gauge, like, if I should take a dinner break or not. How far down do their lights go? Not far enough. Here, let's drink some killer whale to make this a little easier. Don't mind me passing through. Yeah, we're
When I was a boy, my parents brought me to Skeletor once.
Huh? What for? Why? There's nothing here but crags, harpies, and plowing seaweed.
Boy, it was a delight to sail out with fishermen. Quite the adventure. I remember Untvik. They showed me how to weave nets. Pleasant to come back after all these years.
I take it this is the flagship. Don't. Just gotta find a way up. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll do this Amir quest, and then we're probably gonna take a very brief dinner break just so I can scarf some food down. And then we're going to there's what we need. And then we will finish the game, or finish the main story. And then after that, we get to do the DLC.
Hold! It's the Witcher! Emperor's orders! Stand down!
Hey, what's up? I guess they saw me. Oh! Glad you saw me. Sorry for the awkward way I'm coming aboard. Hey, he said stand down.
Witcher, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Amir.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should have come with my daughter. Your welcome would have been different. Where is she?
In Zeracania, she longed for sunlight.
I am known neither for my sense of humor nor for my patience. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable.
Feelings mutual.
But enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
It sounds ominous.
Nor must I.
That's super ominous.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her Dimeritian shackles.
You gonna drop me off on shore, or?
No introductions are necessary from what I've heard. Farewell.
What's up, sorcerers?
Been a while.
Been a while.
The other sorceresses, they're on Ginvale near Ardskellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
And I despise teleports, but have it your way. Let's go.
This feels too easy. Oh, thank God. I thought she was gonna teleport us somewhere completely different. We were gonna have to like manhandle her.
Fringilla Vigo. Philippa, a pleasure as always. Come now, we need none of that. Fringilla, we must speak.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yes, Geralt?
Sorry.
So long, Triss.
They banged? Of course they did. Is there any sorceress Geralt hasn't banged? Just curious.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Seems like he's pretty close to getting that completionist rating.
No need to thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're welcome.
You've stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I do not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Farewell.
By the way, Dijkstra's dead. I murdered him. See you later.
Got a minute?
Of course.
Oh, look. All this. Oh my god, look at all this dialogue.
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Bioshock?
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
She has an interesting perspective on like the multiverse problem.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
She's a fishman!
Nice.
Difficult?
It was at first.
I always knew the
but in
fishmen were
time,
hideous.
It became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avalark claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Think Siri is hideous? I don't know if you know this, but sometimes on these streams I make what are called jokes. It's a difficult concept, but every once in a while, you know, we try and toss one out there.
But once it's all over, I'm going to Kovir.
With Triss?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting part of the world. Perhaps you'll get a contract for some rare snow beast. A Barbagazi, or a Vendigo, or an Amarok.
Or maybe I'll finally hang up my swords.
It's that good with her?
Better.
Oh, that's cute.
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avalark explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
Interesting.
I should go.
All right, we'll talk later.
But it's not Eridan that tracks her, right? It's the other thing, person. Wait, where's that one chick we just saved?
Yes, Geralt?
Oh my god, he also has a lot of dialogue.
Margarita any better?
I managed to accelerate tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better. In fact, we must bring Eridan here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid these sorceresses
yeah,
of yours will start
Caranthir.
fighting amongst themselves.
That was a weird transition. Okay. So so Caranthir is the only one that can track her.
From the look of
not
things,
Eridan
pretty
himself.
soon Ciri won't need your help anymore.
Nor yours.
True. She'll do whatever she wants, and I'll support her. What about you? Ready to let her live her own life?
I shan't force her to do anything if that's your question.
Yeah, I believe that.
Charming world you and Elle have got. Could easily fall in love with the place. Tell me, how do you do it? Sit around playing flute, painting rutting unicorns in gorgeous landscapes, building ornately sculpted towers? And then you murder us, without batting an eye, without a hint of guilt. How?
Do you humans feel guilt when you murder Enshe elves? Or dwarves? Or dryads?
Yes.
We are the same. Simply because we both firmly believe others are inferior.
Generally, yeah, I feel kind of terrible about it.
Tell me something more about Caranthir. Know him well?
Know him? I reared him.
Raised, don't you mean?
No, Geralt. I began shaping him long before he was born. For centuries, I brought together pairs of elves manifesting certain abilities, those able to manipulate time and space. He is the result of these efforts. Caranthir, a golden child. Golden child who grew up to be a criminal.
Well, good job, dingus.
You imprisoned Ciri the first time you met her. Now you protect her while fighting against your own kind. Quite an about face.
First of all, I did not imprison her. She found me. It was her destiny.
Yeah, sure. Get to the second of all. Why are you helping her?
Because she is a danger. A mortal one. You look at her and see a human, a ward, a daughter even. I look and see the Elder Blood. A power that can destroy the world. A power that must be kept from Eredin's power-addled hands at all costs. Admittedly, our motives differ. Yet in spite of that, we share a goal. So you would be wise to trust me. Or at least try.
Yeah, I don't know about the trust thing, but sure.
So long.
There she is.
Robin's supper.
Yes, Geralt?
Fringilla Vigo.
Cantarella. Who is she really? She mentioned you knew each other.
You ran into her. Her real name is Carthia van Canton, Asira's former collaborator. She's very talented.
Spied for you?
Not just for us, probably. I doubt she wishes any harm upon me or other sorceresses, but one must be very careful what one says in her presence.
Seemed like you told her quite a lot about
Wait, there
me.
are Witcher... Oh, right, there are Witcher elves.
Feel flattered, then. That makes you famous on both banks of the Yaruga.
Which school is it that, like, is mostly elves? Was it Cat?
You look good.
For a captive
Or
of Emir.
Eagle?
Is that what you mean?
Seems like he's shown you surprising leniency. No interrogations, no torture. Or did you just tell him everything he wanted to know?
If I'd told him everything, he'd hardly still need me alive, wouldn't you say? Anyway, we shan't speak of it. I and what concerns me have not been a concern of yours for some time now.
All right.
So long.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
You're a fancy pants. Oh, I thought they said in one of the things we were reading that there were elf witchers. They were like super rare. I could have sworn we read that somewhere last time.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw them all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the Black Ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say.
I knew we weren't done with Lugas.
Remember brand those swords, but I prefer the trusty axe.
Lugas is way too much of a pissed off bitch. I was gonna say no. There were 100% Witcher elves mentioned in the book that we read last thing, which was before the Netflix show, so it can't be purely a Netflix thing. Because I know for a fact we read about it, because I remember being like, oh, that's really cool. And I wanted to ask if there were dwarf witchers.
Respect, Witcher.
All right, let's see how this goes.